My amplified unit, red team, go! Give me a second. I'm not live yet on my end. I'm not even sure my unit is live right now. My future unit is probably going to get this. So this is pre-live for my future unit. So it's always a strange little 30 seconds before we go live. All right, hold on. About 10 more seconds, guys. Hold on. We'll get this going. Now they want to play ads. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, YouTube. You're finally coming through for me. There we go. All right. Here we are, man. Friday morning after, what is this? 3-5. I've been up and rocking, claying, and banging since 4 a.m., 3:30. What's up, unit? Alicia, Think Different, Flip, Sir Charles, Ahmed, James Shrimp Fajitas, Dante, Jaron 23. What's up? I'm going to be with you guys for at least a half an hour. If we need to, we'll go a full hour. We're going to go over the Smackdown results. I haven't seen anything yet. We're going to check it out together right now, man. It's live right now in Scotland. So there is no review. We're doing it right now, man. We're gonna have their live reaction, live spoilers. It's all right now. What's up, Marie? Colin? DeMonte? Yeah. All right. If you guys don't mind, two things I'm going to do, then we're going to get going. Also, I have the betting odds. You guys are not going to believe. 2 big title changes, but one, even though it's more of a mid-card title than the other title they have switching hands, this one championship, this is ballsy if they're going to make this move in Scotland. So we're going to get through all that. Ricochet, Chad Gable's latest on their contract status. The Rock making a bold statement on WrestleMania 41. NXT wasn't able to finally defeat AEW. So we have a lot to get to within a half an hour. That's why I say if I got to extend to an hour, I will. Hold on. All right. I gotta get your playback off now. You guys sound good. Your playback sounds good. I'm gonna put my playback in so that I can hear myself without an echo. There you go. Check. BC in the unit coming at you. Check. Yeah, that sounds good, man. Let's blow out a microphone like this. So we got a lot to get to within a half an hour. If I have to extend it to an hour, I will. That was the first thing I needed to do. Switch to my playback. Second thing, if you don't mind, I'm going to crack this. What do we got here? Is it the Blackberry? Mountain Blackberry. Clearly Canadian. That's what I'm going to crack right now. If you've never had one of these bad boys, you have no idea the journey I've had to take the last 10 years to get to these sumbitches. Literally, you have to go to Ohio for a while to get these. They were discontinued for years. I grew up on these. Clearly Canadians. This is what we all grew up on as kids. It's not really just water. It's not soda. I don't even know what it is. It's just amazing. And that's what we grew up on. It got discontinued as we got older. And then when it came back, you had to go to Ohio or someplace, Canada, obviously, and maybe another state or two. And then you have to order them on Amazon if you couldn't get to Ohio. So anyway, I'm going to crack this Clearly Canadian because now they're in Costco's, bitch. Costco has them, bitch. They're doing big business now. We out of the projects now. There ain't no more drinking Clearly Canadians. 97-degree days in the projects. No. Now they're back. We're adults now. Costco doing big business. All right, let's crack that. I'm going to let you guys hear this sizzle. Ready? Yeah, you heard that. Now I want you to see those, but look at that. All right, what's BC talking about? Dante, they don't have them in Walmart, do they? They just cut the deal with Costco. How the hell are they in Walmart? These things aren't cheap, man. How the fuck is Walmart carrying them? What do you mean, check you later, DeMonte? We just starting, man, unless you got work, DeMonte. Then go make that money. Go kick that ass, DeMonte. I don't think Walmart has them. That would have been a huge deal. I would have been in a Walmart the first time in ever. I like to go to Target. It's like a cleaner Walmart. You go to Walmart, you got all the, those big hefty ladies hunched over. You got their whole fucking, not even the ass crack. I mean, you just got the whole moon, man. It is a full moon for the next month after seeing one of those heifers. You got those, man. You got fucking product all down the aisle. You got people shoving shit down their pants. That was the last time I was in Walmart. I said, you know what? I'm gonna go over here to Target. their aisles are a little cleaner. Oh boy, I don't know. I'm just saying. Am I right? Fucking, you go to a Target, you go into a Walmart. It's definitely a different type of a vibe. I call it the clean vibe. Shit. Salute. You could tell. I could be on one on this one, dude. I could be on one. I just got done with my frozen cappuccino. So I could be on one in this live stream, guys. This could be BC just going full throttle, dude. I don't know, man. Oh. I don't know. Okay, so where do you want to start? Let's get into it, man. It's live right now. I'm trying to buy some time here because the card is still on live. If you don't know, Scotland right now, Smackdown is live on the air, guys. So I'm trying to buy some time to get a little bit more matches in, a couple more 2-3. Maybe the whole show is done. It started approximately 2 hours ago, I believe. Let's see. All right, well, earmuffs if you don't want to hear this, all right? I'm going to start running through some of this card tonight. Earmuffs if you don't want to hear tonight's card, tonight's outcomes, the spoilers, because I'm about to go over them. Naomi has pinned Chelsea Green to start this show. Bayley and Piper Niven were on the outside, bickering like a couple of high schoolers. But Naomi has pinned Chelsea Green off. Do you want to know how she beat Chelsea Green? Anybody in the chat? Anybody in the chat know? Yeah, who said that? Dave Mille. BC going full throttle. I'm here for it. Listen, I don't really have a lot. I'm going live with like a posty note of some things I'm going to talk about. The betting odds, SmackDown spoilers, which I'm seeing with you guys right now because it's happening live right now. And then I want to just touch up on Ricochet, Chad Gable, The Rock, NXT, and AEW. Hopefully I get to those topics. Other than that, I don't have notes. I have nothing in front of me. So that's usually when BC is just fucking rocking, bro. Sometimes that's when I'm at my most amplified. You guys know in the chat. You know how Naomi just beat Chelsea Green. The awe-inspiring, the ultra devastating. It stuttered a little bit. Roll up. Got to put some WD-40 on that roll up. That's all. It stuttered a little bit, but we got it reignited. We got the engine going. Fruity roll-up. Now, I know, if you actually see it tonight, right, because the photo that I'm looking at, because this happened about an hour and a half ago, I want to say. This is to kick the night off. They might position it different on the actual show, but the way it's looking like is Naomi did one of those, like, lock the legs and then do, like she leaned back, like, standing on her arms, basically. So you're going to say it's not an exact fruit roll-up, BC. You're right, but it's still a hold-them-down pinfall. So we call all of them fruit roll-ups. All of them. It's all the same. I get all the fruit that I just got at the local Target. Just kidding. Actually, they do sell food in Target. I think everywhere sells food now. But I get all the food that you get at the local food emporium. All the fruit. And you start chucking it at the screen because it's a fruit roll-up. Any hold 'em down is a fruit roll-up. So anyway, that's what you can expect tonight. Naomi, hey, at least Naomi's getting a pinfall. Chelsea Green eats another L. Not sure what this does for anybody's excitement to see Piper, Niven, and Bayley, but at least you get all four of them out there. Then, DIY, or actually Baron Corbin, is backstage thanking Smack, and thank you Sports Illustrated for this, by the way. Sports Illustrated is keeping up on this for BC. Baron Corbin thanked SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis for giving him an opportunity. LDF intervenes, and Aldis said the faction is lucky they're even allowed in the building after attacking Apollo last week. I forgot they even attacked Apollo last week. That's how insignificant, irrelevant this whole thing is. And unfortunately, they made Apollo and LDF. Everybody's talking about Penta coming to WWE. Penta. Great, so he can go into the LWO or the LDF? Because that's the peak of Paul Levesque McMahon's creative, you know? Can I get another Latino? I have two factions. I have LWO or LDF. Which one do you want to go into? I kind of want to just do my own thing. Do I have to be put in a group? No, we've never done it that way in WWE. Gotta put everybody with what you are. Come on, Kari will tell you. Io will tell you. Asuka will tell you. I told you, I'm on one now, bro. I told you. Anyway, I forgot that LDF even took out Apollo, but Nick Aldis is like, you're lucky you're even allowed in the building. Santos Escobar then says he's going to handle Apollo later tonight. Whoa! I didn't know that. Now I have to watch SmackDown later. Now that I'm reading the spoiler, we're going to get Escobar versus Apollo? Can we yell, "This is awesome"? Can we yell that? Man, this is a go-home show, man. Now that we're seeing Escobar and Apollo. Goodness gracious. What are we talking about, man? What are we talking about? Maybe in NXT, Apollo and Escobar would be a fun little thing, right? We're about to go into the Clash. We have to watch 2 hours of our Friday night prime time watching this shit. You can't give us something entertaining. Maybe it is entertaining. We'll see what the spoilers tell us. Let's keep reading, right? Let's not jump to conclusions here. Let's keep seeing what happens. So I don't even know what this had to do with Baron, by the way. This turned into Escobar and Apollo's match being created. Baron Corbin was just thanking Nick Aldis for bringing him to Smack. Baron Corbin is thanking anybody that he still has a job. Baron Corbin is on these shows still in 2024. DIY are next up on the Grayson Waller effect. And again, if you're just tuning in, we're going over spoilers for tonight's SmackDown. It's being conducted right now live in Scotland. I'm keeping you guys up to date. We're going over it. You didn't miss too much yet. Naomi pinned Chelsea Green for tonight via a roll-up, a hold 'em down. And then Baron Corbin is kissing ass to Nick Aldis for still having a job. And Escobar wants to take on Apollo. So now we go into Grayson Waller effect. DIY is causing a rift. Again, thank you Sports Illustrated for these words. DIY tries causing a rift between Grayson Waller and Theory. Gargano rolls footage. Gargano rolls footage of Waller pulling Theory in harm's way last week. DIY then suggests that challenging A-Town Down Under for the WWE Tag Team titles would be the best way to go. Waller popped Gargano in the face after saying Theory is being used. Theory shoves Waller out of the way and eats a kick from Gargano. So Theory saves Waller here. So the gist I'm getting here is that DIY is causing a rift between Waller and Theory, and that is supposed to keep teasing their inevitable turn or split. My question is, who gives a shit? They just got together 2 months ago. There's actually fans that are like, I can't wait for them to split. This is going to catapult Austin Theory. Austin Theory has been with Waller for 2 months. That's what it's going to take to catapult Theory? He better be able to rock this. He better be able to make us care. Because for 3 years he hasn't. I'm hoping you're right. I'm hoping, hey, at least as a face, we don't have to pipe in booze. Oh, I'm on one today. I'm actually in a good mood, believe it or not. I'm in a great fucking mood. Had a nice frozen cappuccino. Got all the business, the major business out of the way today. A little bit more after this upload. A few errands I gotta run. But for the most part, I'm in a good mood. This is me in a good mood. Yeah. All right, where was I? We're scaring off new subscribers. Bah. See ya. Not checking ya. What the hell did I just stumble? I thought this was JD. This dude's nuts. Oh, where was I? So DIY. Okay, so then we have a little bit of a rift, and there you go. All right, so maybe one day we'll get Waller in theory versus Gargano and Ciampa, and it will be so the opposite of exquisite. The crowd goes mild. Come on, this is so stupid. This is boring booking. There's no tag division. Gargano and Ciampa. I'm the only one that's going to tell you this straight, guys. I'm the only one who's going to be totally honest with you. Gargano and Ciampa have been booked to be bums. They're bums. And now all of a sudden, we're going to talk about them winning tag titles. Let's forget about the way they've been booked since day one. Let's just give them tag titles. Yeah, my no bullshit meter is at 110 right now. Next up, hold on. Waller checked on Theory, but didn't help him when Ciampa landed the knee. I don't understand that. The Street Profits met up with Kevin Owens, let him know that they have his back. Oh, great. We get to have more Kevin Owens and Street Profits together. Yeah. Can we get a 6-man tag? I haven't seen one of those in pro wrestling, especially WWE, in a long time. Let's get a 6-man tag that nobody can. Oh, wasn't that the main event on last Friday, actually? Wasn't that the 6-man tag with Owens and Profits? I'm not nitpicking here. I'm asking for something that I am about to read to captivate me. I am not reading anything that's fun, that's making me go, I gotta watch this show tonight. Street Profits tell Kevin Owens they have his back. Thanks! I'll give you a Christmas present at Christmas! Bayley was backstage with Naomi. Blair Davenport mocks Naomi before Chelsea Green shows up. Blair Davenport mocks Naomi before Chelsea Green shows up. Piper Niven then rammed into both Naomi and Bayley. What? So like a Braun Breaker from a couple Mondays ago when he took out Ricochet backstage into the electrical equipment, I guess Piper Niven does that to Bayley and Naomi. They're all of a sudden, they plucked Piper Niven from obscurity, because that's where she's been residing with Chelsea. They plucked her because it's in Scotland and they're going to have a title match. They plucked her into this title match, and now, with only 2 weeks of build to that, they have to make Piper Niven an actual monster, a beast. So now she's taking out your champion Bayley and Naomi. Okay. At least they're making an effort, right? That's all that matters, I guess. Oh, here we go. Now this is where we get to see if this is exciting or not. Escobar versus Apollo. Hold on. You guys are talking about LA Knight in the chat. I don't even know if this guy's a part of the card. Is he? Is LA Knight even a part of the card? Somebody tell me in the chat, because this could be another version of Paul Levesque McMahon just going, we got nothing for you, bud. We got nothing for you. I don't even think he's on the card, LA Knight. This guy should be one of the top stars in the industry, and somehow he's left off of some of the biggest shows for the past year plus. I'm on a delay, I think, but I don't think he's on the card, man, because I'm looking over my odds, my betting odds, and they don't even have him listed on there. So I'll get back to it. Let me go back over to SmackDown. Oh, yeah. Wait. When are they doing LA Knight Logan Paul? Do we know that yet? Because I don't have that listed on Clash at the Castle for sure. Hold on, I gotta pretty much we're going to halt the live stream in its place right now because I have to find out what's going on with LA Knight. Ahmed, a Money in the Bank probably. Yeah, because they never announced that for Clash. We all thought that's what it might be leading to, but no. So LA Knight is totally just left off, and I guess they're just going to keep trying to build that feud. I'm okay with it, but... well, we'll see. Back over, Santos Escobar. These are spoilers for SmackDown. Earmuffs if you don't want to hear it. Smash that up on your way into, man. That goes for the future unit as well, even if you're not live. I appreciate it. Santos Escobar versus Apollo. Baron Corbin ran down to even the odds. Wait, what do you mean? So Baron Corbin's a face? He ran down to help Apollo? He took out members of LDF outside. Angel and Berto eventually returned to go after Corbin. This distracted the referee, allowing Elektra Lopez to shove Cruz off of the top rope, allowing Santos to sneak in a roll-up. Woo, got lightheaded. Another fruit roll-up, another hold 'em down. What is Triple H doing, man? Stop getting in front of the camera and doing your little media things and your kickoff shows. Stop. This guy's a hog for the camera lately. Get creative, Paul Levesque McMahon. My goodness, what in the world, man? So Elektra Lopez distracts or shoves Apollo, and then Santos gets in a fruit roll-up for the pin over Apollo. Good to know Apollo is still just a residential jobber, but at least he has a job, right? At least he's employed. He's got that contract. Wait, so Baron Corbin is again... How many times have we turned Baron face into heel? And we do this all the time when we talk about Baron, but we're going to do it again. How many characters has he had? Let's go through them, unit. Come on, class is in session. Let's do it. We have Lone Wolf, Baron Corbin, Lone Wolf, and it would be great if somebody can list these, by the way, as we go through. Lone Wolf, Constable Corbin, King Corbin, Broke Corbin, Happy Corbin, Braun Breaker's bitch ass Corbin, or whatever you want to call that one. What am I missing? Which one am I missing? Constable. Did I get Constable? I think I got Constable. I got Constipated Corbin. Yeah, we got Broke Corbin. That was my favorite one. When he had the mustard on the shirt, dude was down on his luck a little bit. So it's at least 6, and you guys always come up with another 1 or 2, by the way. So I think we're up to now 7 or 8. So now this is, what do we call this one? Thankful Corbin. Grateful Corbin. How's that? Because he's so grateful that Nick Aldis kept his job for him, right? He was backstage on this SmackDown telling Nick Aldis, thank you so much. And now he's going out and he's helping the faces. Oh, yes, JBL's the wrestling god Corbin. Thank you, Ahmed. The wrestling god. He's a wrestling god, says JBL. So there's 6 or 7. That's 7. I think there's another one, too. Okay, so you got about, now this is the 8th, right? Grateful Corbin is 8. Now he's grateful. He's thanking people backstage. He's helping the faces. He's just going to be a good guy now. I don't understand what they're doing with Baron. Is this going to move the needle finally? Are we finally going to do something now with Baron? Can Baron be anything? Is Baron ever going to be on your Mount Rushmore if the list was a Mount Rushmore of 100 individuals? Are you ever going to walk around with Baron Corbin merchandise? I don't know, maybe. I know a lot of people when I tune into this shit, whenever I'm around an arena that is holding these events, I don't see too many Baron Corbin merchandise or shirts. He's been there for years. He's had 8 different characters. He's turned heel 5 times and face 6 times. At what point do you go, damn, there's a lot of people that would really love that spot you have, really help the company and entertain the fans so they would give a shit. Maybe he's hogging a spot. Maybe. Baron Corbin is now a good guy. Grateful Corbin. I don't even think, who was that? Big time. I don't even think that NXT would want him there. What's he going to do there but drown out the NXT talent? Take over their TV time. Take over what they have going. Anyway, Santos Escobar defeats Apollo. I'm sure that was exhilarating. I'm sure that is going to have everybody tonight when you're watching on Fox at home. I'm sure you're going to be on your feet. Even though you're not there live, you're probably going to call your family and your friends in, right? Your family in. You're going to call up your friends and you're going to go, ready? 1, 2, 3. This is awesome. This is awesome. And when you turn, your family's out the door, right? They can't get out fast enough. All your friends hung up on you. It ain't awesome. Andrade, Cedric Alexander, Ashante the Adonis, and Pretty Deadly were in the crowd. The fuck does that mean? Who gives a shit? That's what they're going to show tonight, guys. Andrade, Cedric, Ashante, and Pretty Deadly are in the crowd. Oh, fuck. Everyone's going to be pissed that they didn't keep watching. They missed Pretty Deadly sitting and eating popcorn in the crowd. Sometimes I can't stand reading these spoilers because it shows you, right? I mean, when you watch a lot of these shows, you realize the lack of creativity. You realize a lot of this is not fun at all. But when you read it, it's like, whoa, like there's people that actually wrote this down, reread it, brought it to Paul. Paul reread it, and they all went, yeah, I love it. And by the way, hold on. I'm going to keep going with these spoilers. I'm reading this live, guys, with you guys. I've not pre-read any of this, so I'm going to get back to that in a second. I want to go over some channel members. I want to give a shout out to some channel memberships right now because these, for some reason, don't show up immediately on the post list like a super chat does. So Renee G celebrating 16 months of channel membership. Much love, much appreciation to one of my favorites on this channel, Renee G. Hey, BC. Hey. Right back to you, Renee. Much love. Thank you for 16 months strong. I believe we've only been doing it for, 17? John Cena, welcome to the gold. John Cena was before. Welcome back. John Cena just got that gold card. And you know the rule, John Cena, shine it up every single time we do an upload, and especially when we're going live. John Cena, welcome back, dude. And that gold card looks mighty fine. After that name, MD20, 1 month full membership. Yo, BC, getting ready to get back into the ring. Do you think Cena or Orton should break Flair's record for the men's? Love Randy Orton. It has to be John Cena. And I was never a big John Cena fan, but it just has to be. The trajectory is for Cena. Randy can achieve it, but it would have to be after Cena. Cena has to have those accolades. He's been putting it off by his choosing the last several years. He does not want to pass Flair. If it does, it just feels better with John. I know Randy has some history with Rick, and they were in the Evolution group together. So I know there's so much history there. So either one is okay, but everybody for years has been talking Jonathan Cena and Richard Flair. So it would have to be that. MD20, kick ass back in that ring too, dude. Don't pull the LCL. Don't tear the ACL and the MCLs and the DLCLs and the PLCs and the PCLPs, fees, Ls, whatever. Everybody's pulling their fucking tendons and muscles apart, these wrestlers these days. I don't know what they're doing. Stop. Maybe they're training wrong. But something is definitely off. A lot of wrestlers are tearing up their knees, destroying their legs. Maybe it's all the flips and the dives and the glorified gymnastics. I don't know. I told you guys, I'll get back. I told you, we're live, man. I can go any which way. I'm all over the place. We're live. You're getting an amplified BC. So I'm going to talk about whatever comes in my dome piece. So if you don't mind, I was talking about Will Ospreay recently. Speaking of injuries, I told you guys, what you see on Dynamite, what you see with AEW, this is not even the best Will Ospreay. This is the the flips and the dives and the glorified gymnastics. Will Ospreay is one of the best at doing that. right? But the reason that BC is a big fan of Will Ospreay is for everything else he does. He knows how to rock the mic. He knows how to put the storylines on his back. He knows how to conduct himself, presence-wise, mannerisms, everything this dude does, top notch. So when he stops doing the flips and the dives, when he gets a little bit older and he's like, I'm going to have to cut that out and cut that out, you are going to see a whole hell of a lot better Will Ospreay. You just won't go, ooh, ah. Instead, your mouth, your jaw will be dropped because you'll be stunned at what he's doing. Trust me when I say, when a lot of these dudes stop depending on the flips and the dives and the gymnastics, they're going to learn they're a lot better than they ever thought they were. You don't need to rely on shit like that. And most of these moves don't even get a response anymore. Every single show, you see 600 suicide dives, 750 moonsaults, 23 Canadian destroyers, and a hurricanrana, upside down 450 mega splash, 16 times over. What's it doing but tearing up these individuals' bodies? So I know you didn't ask for any extra advice, MD20, but don't tear your body up when it's not needed. Focus on your character. I agree with Dustin Rhodes so vividly. When he tries to preach, focus on your character. I tell everybody I cannot agree with Dustin Rhodes and Mark Calloway, The Undertaker, any more than I do. Focus on your character. Focus on this. And then you can go out there and you know when you're really good at what you do as a pro wrestler, when you can deliver a body slam, a clothesline, a leg drop, and the crowd is off their rockers. That's when you know you got them. That's when you know you're really good at what you do. MD20! That was a long response to that channel membership, bro. Full month. Appreciate you big time. And also, I know there was another one. Where is it? It was Ron C23. 17 months, Ron C. Woo! I gave you one beforehand, Ron C23, because I know it's at the end of this membership. There it is. Big Charlie Flair fan, Ron C23, gold status. BC, I'm so glad to be a part of the unit. Thanks for all you do for us. Oh, Ron C23, man, I appreciate those words. Seriously. That's always cool to hear, man. Ron C23, appreciate you right back. And as long as people like you, Ron C23, are rocking out with me, I'm going to continue to rock out. 17 months strong, by the way, Ron C23. Super chats. I'm going to get to you guys in just a little bit. Those stay up. Those go to a separate list, so I'll be able to go back and see them. For some reason, the memberships, I have to kind of get right as they go up. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so where were we, guys? Let's go back to the spoilers. If you're just joining, we are going over SmackDown spoilers. Earmuffs! Or just come back for the next upload. And if you are just tuning in and you don't mind listening to the spoilers, you might want to go back later and listen to some of this, because we've been having a hell of a lot of fun with the lack of creativity on this show. So anyway, where we left off was a shot of Andrade, Cedric, Ashante, and Pretty Deadly in the crowd. Whoa, that's exhilarating. Must-see TV. Then we go to Cody Rhodes, makes his way out and says that Styles is starting to look like the guy who doesn't know when to let it go. AJ Styles and the OC then make their way out. Styles says it was too easy to get the American Nightmare all riled up. The crowd starts singing for Cody Rhodes. Rhodes and Styles to leave. Rhodes told Styles to leave Horace and Jasper behind and face him man to man inside the ring. Styles entered the ring alone. Styles said Rhodes quit WWE, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Ring of Honor, and the company he helped start. He said, when the going gets tough, Cody Rhodes gets going. Okay, that's a pretty good promo, actually. AJ mentioned Ring of Honor and AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling. When it got to AEW, they did not go that far. They just said the company that you helped start. When the going gets tough, Cody Rhodes gets going. Rhodes said he's making big decisions in his career, or he's made big decisions in his career. He said he's never been afraid to walk away to chase something greater. He said AJ quit on himself. Rhodes said Styles pretended to be Mark Henry for a night. Hey, that's what I put up in my SmackDown review 2 weeks ago. I even put up the Mark Henry jacket with AJ's jacket, and that was my whole little thumbnail. That's funny. Cody actually brought that up. All right, so at least it took us, that's probably going to start the second hour, I'm guessing. So it took us a full hour, but finally it got to something. This promo sounds pretty damn badass. Styles then said he'll do whatever it takes to win the undisputed WWE Championship. Kathy Kelly is now backstage. I guess that's how it ended, right? Because I have nothing after that from Sports Illustrated. Styles says he'll do whatever it takes to win the undisputed WWE Championship. He probably took off, and Cody probably catered to the crowd. Kathy Kelly is now backstage with the Street Profits and B-Fab. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa attacked the Street Profits before Nick Aldis and WWE officials intervened. A video package then plays showcasing Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler, claiming they'll win the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship at the Clash at the Castle 2024. Tiffany Stratton is on commentary for the following match. This is the first time she's been actually around ringside since the controversy several weeks ago. They've been keeping her off. Tiffany Stratton is on commentary for Nia Jax versus Michin. Michin hits the Eat Defeat early, sending Jax to the outside. Michin pushes Jax into the ring post. Stratton hurled water into Michin's face. Michin tossed Stratton over the announce table. Jax took down Michin and hit the Annihilator for the 1, 2, 3. If you're wondering what an Annihilator is, it is basically, for old school fans, Banzai! And if you don't know what Banzai is, it means, the translation of Banzai is, dude's ass is literally gonna squash you. That's what Banzai was from the great Yokozuna. So anyway, Michin, who's had a wild week in NXT recently, wrestling in the ladder match for the first ever Women's North American Championship won by Kalani Jordan, and then a big win on NXT television this past Tuesday night, but she gets back to the main roster, and none of that equity added up. All of that equity was lost when she got squashed, sat on. How about those apples? That was wild. Tiffy time. And then we go into KO walking out of the trainer's room. He told Jackie Redmond that Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins won't be able to help him tonight against the bootleg bloodline. That's what I call them! Hey! I know they watch BC, but still. Hey, they're using all my lines. They threw in the Mark Henry. They threw in the bootleg. The Mark Henry one we were all saying, though, at least. But the bootleg, man, that's been BC's. I even call them the store-branded bloodline. All right, yeah, tell them, KO. Just gained some brownie points from BC. Then footage aired of L.A. Knight invading Logan Paul's home, one of his 85. Knight was in Logan's pool. Knight told Paul to bring his United States Championship to Chicago next week. Okay, that'll be fun to watch as well. It sounds like the second hour is way more fun than the first hour. Thank you for 100 on the ups too, guys. Let's take that to $2. So it sounds like the second hour is a lot more fun. Carmelo Hayes is now in the crowd and ripped LA Knight for being in Logan's pool. What in the world? He could be invited to other barbecues, Carmelo. I just learned about that on Tuesday night. Thank you, Trick Williams. Thank you to you guys. I was thinking, what barbecue are we talking about over here? What the fuck? And why does Cody Rhodes look confused like he doesn't know if he should say yes to it? Anyway, Carmelo is talking about LA Knight, or pissed off LA Knights in his pool. Something like that. I don't know, where are we going? Bloodline runs into Nick Aldis, who bars Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa from ringside. Nick Aldis says if he sees Tama and Loa, the bloodline is suspended indefinitely. Sikoa then claims if he loses against Owens, he'll go after Paul Heyman. So he tells Heyman backstage, if I lose this, coming after you. Well, those aren't good odds because the chances of Solo losing any match is pretty great, right? The dude once went on a 41-match losing streak. Jackie Redmond then was by the entranceway and welcomes the team of Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. The two vow to become the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions at the Clash at the Castle. And that is where my results and spoilers stopped, guys. That's where Sports Illustrated ran out. So they're either still live now or during the reading of all that. I just have to refresh this. So I'm going to refresh and we'll see if I can... there's a good chance that it's actually still going on. Again, as I was reading this, SmackDown was still going live in Scotland, guys. These are live spoilers. This isn't like it happened 3 hours ago or 10 hours ago. This is literally live right now. So there's a good chance that I might not have the rest or Sikoa versus Kevin Owens' results. Hold on, we're about to find out. Oh, here we go. I just refreshed. I do have it. The match might still be going on, but I got some notes from Sports Illustrated. So Sikoa versus Kevin Owens. Owens lands a frog splash from the ring apron onto Solo on the outside. Sikoa threw Owens into the ring steps. Sikoa then lands a running hip attack, but his second attempt fails, and Owen hits a DDT. Owens hits a DDT. Owens then... Uh-oh, here we go. There we go. Where was it there? Don't go up. There we go. Owens hits a DDT. Owens then later hits a tornado DDT and then a cannonball into the corner. KO goes for the pop-up powerbomb on the apron. Oh, no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. That's a regular powerbomb, my bad, on the ring apron. But Sikoa reverses it, sending him crashing down. KO then ducks the Samoan spike and hits the stunner. He pins Solo. I knew it. Oh, but hold up. Heyman put Sikoa's foot on the rope, so it must have been after the pin, but he made it look like the foot was on during, so the ref probably restarts. Hold on. So Owens is now pissed, goes after Heyman, clears the announce table, but Solo got KO back in the ring, hits the Samoan spike, and covers Kevin Owens for the win. So the referee must have bought the whole foot on the rope story. Paul Heyman saved his ass. His own ass and Solo's. Winner, Solo Sikoa. After the match, Tama Tonga Tongaloa attacked KO. They were going to pop a powerbomb him through the announce table, but Randy Orton makes the save. Orton hits the RKO on Tongaloa. Owens and Orton embrace to end the show. Mutual respect. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? And they hug it out. How many times have we seen Owens and Randy Orton ending a show hugging it out? Stop with the mutual respect, Paul Levesque McMahon. Stop it. My goodness, man. Can't you just end the show with them just looking badass, right? Don't even acknowledge one another. NXT knows, right? Lola Vice and Roxy ended the show on Tuesday. Or was that Ethan? Well, their segment ended with Lola and Roxy clearing the ring of all the females, but they didn't even look at one another. They were just staring out. Lola looking like the most vicious, badass female wrestler on the planet. Not saying she is, but she was looking like it. And Roxy holding that title like she ain't ever letting go. You don't always got to be hugging and high-fiving and crying with each other over milk and cookies. Woo! How about those spoilers? Those were amplified spoilers, unit. Click out of that shit. Get out of there. Thank you, Sports Illustrated, by the way, for keeping up on that live. We're not done here, guys. I know we're headed toward an hour, but I have the odds, the betting odds I'm going to get to in a minute. You're not going to believe who they have winning. 2 of these matches, they actually have titles changing hands. One of them, kind of shocking, because you could easily keep the title on the person because the storyline says so. But I'm not going to be pissed if they put the title on this individual. I'm giving you a teaser now. I'll go over it in a minute. But I want to go back to you guys, man. What do you guys think about that SmackDown? Were you guys able to keep up with those amplified spoilers, man? Hour number 2 sounds a lot better, but if you think for 1 second, even if I am able, because the Yankees are taking on the Red Sox tonight. So one way or the other, I'm watching my Yankees and Red Sox for sure. But no matter how much SmackDown I'm able to catch tonight, If you think I'm waiting 2 hours, if you think toward 10 p.m. I'm going to watch Solo and Kevin Owens wrestle again, that's a rematch, by the way. I don't need to wait 2 hours to watch them two wrestle. I just told you what happens anyway. Foot on the rope, blah, blah, blah. Owens or Randy Orton comes out, they hug it out, and we end the night. No, thank you, brah. I will watch the LA Knight Logan Paul sitch. I do want to catch the Cody Rhodes AJ Styles promo. Sounds badass. Other than that, man, woo, sounds like a rough show. But no matter what, Clash at the Castle is tomorrow. Tomorrow, I will be live, man. Hopefully you guys stop by, say what's up, even if you can't stay for the whole time. I will be live. Here we go, man. This was the board. It's missing my B. I don't know where the B is. I gotta find the B. The good, the ad, and the ugly. The good ads. It's a good ad. Hey, maybe you guys are going to catch a good ad later, my future unit, when the ads pop up. And by the way, watch those things, man. It's an extra coffee for BC. I appreciate it. It's only 30 seconds. Just think, hey, BC will have another coffee. He'll be more amplified next time. But, yeah, good ads. The good, the ad, and the ugly. At least I didn't have fucking S's pop up, right? The good asses and ugly. The good asses and the ugly asses. So anyway, I will find my B. I will light that bitch up. Yes, I will light that motherfucker. And I will give you guys the damn best review you're going to get of Clash at the Castle tomorrow live, I assure you. I think it starts around 2 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you guys, whatever time you guys rock out at, New York time for BC. Make sure you guys are able to stop by and say what's up. Even if it's just for a moment, smash the up, say what's up in the comments to BC. As long as you've been subbed for at least 4 weeks. Otherwise, you will not be able to say what's up. Yes. Yes, DeMonte, we're already going to put some uglies up. Actually, well, let's talk about that. The betting odds are up from Vegas. Now, Vegas usually has the latest inside information, okay? So these are the betting odds. Usually they're pretty on point, right? Usually what the betting odds say is what who the winners are going to be. So listen to this, guys. This is the projected winners for tomorrow. This is what all the money, literal actual money, is being placed on. Drew McIntyre over Damian Priest is the projected finish. A new champion of the... And that's not even the surprise championship change, by the way. The one that I'm kind of like... Whoa, I can't believe they're actually going to do it. That's not even the one. That's still surprising, though. Because a lot of people have CM Punk costing Drew McIntyre. Whereas now, if this does come to fruition, Drew, I guess, wins and then CM Punk takes him out because now he has the title, right? So this whole feud that they've been doing even without the title, that was going to be for the title because Punk was going to take out Rollins, obviously, win the championship at Mania. He got injured and all that happened. So I guess he would attack him after the match, and that would set up a badass title match for the future, I guess. Yeah, James Shrimp Fajitas. That was what everybody was thinking. Punk is going to cost him. Still could happen, but Vegas now has it at they're at an under of 220. They have Drew winning at 220. That's wild, man. Drew McIntyre winning the championship. I'm not saying it's shocking. I understand it's Scotland, so it's not shocking in that retrospect or aspect. In retrospect, it'll be interesting to look back on it. See if it was all pulled off correctly. Damian Priest, it looks like will just be transitional. I know that sucks, guys. I get it. Ahmed, Punk is in Scotland. Yeah. So he's going to play a part in this matchup, one way or the other. So it's just, is he gonna cost Drew, or is he gonna wait until Drew gets the title so then the feud actually has some substance? There's a championship on the line. But I know a lot of you guys are gonna feel bad for Damian because he's transitional, but guys, he never should have had the title, man. He never should have had the briefcase. We all know that. That should have went to LA Knight. We know that by now, right? All this time was just to get to a U.S. championship for LA Knight. And we don't even know when that is. Money in the Bank, maybe, SummerSlam. And when it's all said and done, it's just to win the same mid-card title he was going to win a year ago, but they didn't have him win that little tournament they were doing, remember? They didn't have him win Money in the Bank. They kept him away from even the mid-card title. And now it was all just to give it to him anyway. But Damian Priest, this was never going to do anything for him career trajectory-wise. Him and what he's doing right now in the Judgment Day, taking the reins as Rhea's out, that matters way more than gold around his shoulder. I'm telling you right now, man. Just book Damian properly, and you're already starting to. That's the good news. Book him properly, book him dominantly, make us feel like he's something special, and then revisit a title reign in the future. But we all know Drew's going to have to get this before CM Punk is fully cleared. Because Punk versus Drew has to be for the fucking title. Because nobody's going to want to see any other feud with Damian Priest over CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. There is nobody. Main event Jason Uso? Can't even say Dragunov. Dragunov became a jobber. Already. 1 month, 3 losses. So, yeah, JJ Bulldog, it's heel versus heel anyway. Thank goodness it's in Scotland, so Drew can at least be the face in that one arena. Other than that, you got a heel versus a heel again. Levesque McMahon doesn't care. He just throws individuals out there. Doesn't care if you're a face, a heel. He doesn't understand that one heel is going to have to out-heel the other heel, which is not going to be good for the out-dueled heel. That matters, man. Anyway, Drew is the odds-on favorite right now, literally at a 220. Drew McIntyre taking the championship, it says. Cody Rhodes is by a landslide. Landslide, according to Vegas, at a 3,000. 3,000! How often you see that? Pro wrestling. What's funny is the ladies have the same one with the Bayley match. I'll get to that in a second. But Cody over AJ Styles. So AJ Styles is going to say, I quit. I guess it's more obvious because you're not going to have your top face Cody Rhodes saying the words, I quit. So I guess I understand that. Although, didn't The Rock and Mick Foley do that once? Where they actually, because Mick Foley had the mask, he was like Mankind. Didn't they actually like pipe in an I quit? Like The Rock, I forgot if he was with the Authority. They screwed Mick Foley. And so when the ref put the mic to his mouth, over the loudspeaker, you actually heard, I quit, in the Mankind voice. But he didn't actually say it. So I don't know how you're going to do that with Cody unless he puts on his less than dashing mask that he used to wear. Dashing Cody Rhodes. All right, he'd have to have a mask on. Whoa, BC just went way back on that Mick Foley Rock shit. That's right. I think my clearly Canadian is making me smarter. Salute. And salute, by the way. Shout out to Cody Rhodes, a 3,000 victor. You don't see those odds often in pro wrestling. Cody Rhodes is supposedly a landslide victor tomorrow afternoon. Bayley is also a 3,000 favorite over Piper Niven. I thought it would be a little closer because it is Scotland, and at any moment, like they could make an audible, it's Scotland, read the room. Maybe something's going on with the crowd. They're not into something's going on, and you're just like, we got to give Piper the title. Bayley, we'll get it back to you. We promise. Maybe, Kennedy McMahon waltzes in right out of nowhere. Vince McMahon, of all people, it just comes out of nowhere. Busts down the door. It's all mine. You're all gonna be fired. It's mine. Put the title on Piper. Everyone's looking at him like, dude, you can't be here, man. You ain't a part of this anymore, dude. Screw you. Screw you. Screw you. You're fired. God damn it, you're fired! Natty walks by. Damn, look at those knockers! Natty knockers! You still obey me, right? And everyone's like, you gotta go, bro. Screw you, doofus son-in-law! Screw you to hell! Wow. Those coffees are kicking in, guys. The point is, anything can really happen, right? And they put the title on Piper, but a 3,000 favorite? That's wild, man. Cody and Bayley, huge odds-on favorites. Pretty badass. Now, this is the one. This is the one that catches BC like, whoa, man, this is kind of shocking to me. Not that I don't want the dude to hoist up championship gold, because I do. Not that it wouldn't make sense, sort of. Chad Gable is currently a 150 favorite. Chad Gable, according to Vegas with the latest insider information, Sami Zayn will be dropping his championship to Chad Gable. Now, the only reason it's shocking is that the storyline could easily call that Otis is going to cost Gable this opportunity, right? Gable finally says enough. But if Gable's winning this, then it looks like they're going to stretch this a bit. And Otis is going to help Gable win the title. And down the road, maybe it is Otis that ends up taking the title from Gable. But man, that would have to be a long storyline, because you don't want Gable just to be a transitional champion, just to give it to Otis. So you'd have to have several feuds in between. So I guess they would try to drag this out the rest of the year. There's a way to do it. But man, they got to be firing on all cylinders if they're going to extend Alpha Academy Chad Gable for the rest of the year. I know it's only 6 more months, but still. July, August, September, October, November, December. Yeah, 6 more months. But still, man. Anyway, that's wild, man. Chad Gable winning the IC title tomorrow in Scotland. That would be so cool to see, though. If there's anybody, I hate the word deserves in pro wrestling, because everybody deserves it as long as you've been busting your ass. But you talk about somebody who's literally earned that championship. Oh, Chad Gable, man. That is a huge title changing hands tomorrow if Vegas ends up being correct. It is not just Drew McIntyre taking it from Priest, Chad Gable over Sammy. The women's tag titles, Bianca and Cargill over everyone else, Alba, Isla, Zoe, Shayna, by 1,600, by the way. Under of 1,600. So that's pretty decisive. There's no Alba and Isla homecoming party. There's no championships because they're in Scotland. Zoe and Shayna will collect another L because Bianca, 1,600 sounds like Vegas is pretty damn. They have all the information they need. So it looks like Belair and Cargill will keep their titles, and that makes sense. You're in Scotland. You're against 4 other individuals. There's no reason to have them drop those titles. And that's all that I have for Vegas's list. Now, I believe those are the only 5 matches on the Clash, correct? Somebody in the chat, please correct me if I am wrong. Drew versus Priest, Cody versus AJ, Bayley versus Piper, Chad versus Sammy, Belair and Cargill versus Zoe, Shayna, Isla, and Alba. I believe those are the only 5 matches tomorrow. They might throw in an impromptu, but LA Knight and Logan Paul not scheduled for tomorrow. And again, there's a segment going on tonight where LA Knight goes to Logan's pool and tells Logan to bring his title to Chicago next week. So we'll see. Where are we at now? Almost an hour. Let me just go over this real quick. Chad Gable, fully expected, obviously, especially if he wins the IC title. I think we all know he's already signed the new contract. But he is fully, I went over this several days ago. I am doubling down because the information I have is that it is all but official. Chad Gable staying with WWE. And we'll all know it's official tomorrow when he wins the title. But either way, whether he does or he doesn't, Chad Gable officially staying. Ricochet. I don't know if you guys caught my upload yesterday. All signs are pointing that Ricochet is not going through a portal or a forbidden door. He's staying with WWE. No matter what, he is coming back to television, guys. They just wrote him off of TV for a little bit. And anybody's guess, if it's a solid, logical, common sense guess, is that they're just trying to iron out a new deal, right? That's why you're giving him time off. If not just to take a week vacation, go to the Bahamas, go over to Hawaii. This is obviously to dot some I's, cross some T's, see if they can work out a deal, WWE and Ricochet. This isn't so he can go and talk to Tony Khan or anybody else while he's still under contract. They're giving him time off now. They've written him off TV just to bring him back in a few weeks to finish what he's got with Braun Breaker. And if they come to a new deal, this could be the catapult of something bigger and better for Ricochet. Just hope he comes back with better mic skills. Other than that, all the best for the dude. But everybody's just has this guy already out of WWE. Relax. He still has time on his contract. He's actually coming back to TV. People are writing him off the company. He's not even written off TV indefinitely. He's coming back in 2 weeks. Chill. Let's see where this goes. Paul Levesque McMahon is not done yet talking with Ricochet. So that's the latest on Ricochet. I'm just saying, guys, everything you're going to hear is that he's leaving to this place, take it with a grain of salt. None of that is accurate right now. Also, The Rock, bold statement about WrestleMania 41. He is saying that the main event of WrestleMania 41 will be the biggest main event of all time. So a lot of people are guessing what he means by that. I don't think you could go back to Roman and Rock now, unfortunately. I do want to see that eventually, but the whole story just seems so odd now. So what I would like to do is Cody versus The Rock. Is that worthy of having the title of the biggest main event of all time? I'm asking you guys on this. Cody versus The Rock. Is that biggest main event of all time worthy? It's not a right or wrong. It's not a right or wrong. You guys literally, if you get Cody versus Rock next year, is that going to be like, are you able to say that is the biggest WrestleMania match or main event of all time? Is that bigger than Warrior Hogan or Andre and Hogan? Is that bigger than even Michaels Taker, man? Or Shawn Michaels and Steve Austin 14 or Rock in Austin? Not even close, says Eddie Brash. Nah, says Justin Jones. George says, hell no. Biggest of all time? No, says PA Werewolf. DB for life, maybe, but indifferent. Isaiah, yes. MD20, yes. Sir Charles, gotta think about it. SummerSlam worthy, says Big Time Baxter. Alicia says, Probably, yeah. I think so, man. I think it's got capability. You'd have to see the storyline play out, though. That's the whole thing. It's all about the storyline. If the story is going to captivate us, then you're going to get the main event getting amplified. If the story sucks, you're going to see what we saw this year, and people are going to start turning on it. So that's the whole thing, man. It's all about how the story is going to roll. Sadly, too much time might go by. Too much time might go by, man. You're talking about another 9 months, 9 or 10 months. And by then, are people still going to feel the same about Cody and The Rock? That's the problem. Yeah, The Rock just injured his elbow on the set of his latest film. But I think that's why he's talking so much wrestling lately. But anyway, it's a bold statement. I wanted to take it to you guys because I feel, somebody said indifferent just recently. I feel indifferent on it because it could be, but that's so bold, man. So much time is going to pass. You're going to come back a few months before Mania. You're going to try to ignite it to be the most special thing. But is Cody and Rock worthy of having the title of in 41 years of WrestleMania? That's the biggest match in Mania history. Maybe. We'll see, man. Lastly, AEW and NXT. NXT smelled blood this week, right? It was in the water, and they damn well knew that AEW was taking on the NBA Finals Game 3. And because of that, they advertised Cody Rhodes. They were coming off their Battleground event. They were only 22,000 viewers behind last week. And now they're going up against NBA Finals, so WWE said if we bring over Cody Rhodes to NXT, there is a damn good chance that we defeat AEW in the ratings. And that's huge, obviously, with this cross-promotion with TNA. You do not want to lose to AEW when you have two brands working together. It just looks horrible optics-wise. Well, guys, NXT underdelivered this week, even with Cody. NXT only pulled in 718,000 viewers. They lost 50,000 viewers. All AEW had to do, even against the competition, is just pull 719, and they're good. AEW, unfortunately, lost over 100,000 viewers. AEW pulled in 680,000 viewers. They got defeated by NXT via 48, nearly 50,000 viewers this week. So NXT, even when it was all said and done, it didn't go the way they wanted. NXT will still wave the victory flag. Technically, they did defeat AEW this week. They can go into all the advertiser meetings now. I mean, that's big. You can go into all the meetings this week, and now you can say NXT is the third biggest brand in the US. And trust me, they do that, man. Tony Khan does it when AEW bolsters out NXT, and NXT always does it as well. WWE touts them as the third biggest show. So it's going to be a big week for WWE being able to do that until next Thursday when those ratings come back out. But NXT did defeat AEW. Man, that NBA Finals game, it gave them a punch. But still, guys, even with finals, I never like to use that as an excuse, but we know that it affects the number. You should not be losing 110 some odd thousand viewers, though. Like, that is a big drop, man. 680,000 viewers. Their debut was 1.426. What that now means, guys, because this is not the first week. Their lowest was even under 680 2 months ago. And over 2 months, AEW has yet to hit 800,000 viewers again. It's been over 2 months since they even sniffed 800,000. So my point is that when you start at a 142 5 years ago, you now are even less than half your audience remaining. You are now, what was their lowest? It was like 640, right? 646, something like that, maybe even lower. That was their lowest, under 650. So AEW, man, they have to be careful on that. Again, for several weeks, I thought they were putting out their best product. The rating wasn't showing that because they lost a lot of their core audience. So they're just trying to get them back. And that's hard to do. So I will defend AEW in that way. They were putting on good shows. I love what the Elite was doing, being the authority while Tony Khan was out. I love that shit. But then they have those segments and sometimes even full weeks. Hardcore fans even said this week was off. They have those weeks where it tells the audience, see, there's no consistency. 680 is not good. I don't care if there's a basketball game and a hockey game and a badminton game all on at once. You cannot lose 110 like that. You can't be at a 680. Humble 85. NXT is too corny. It's way different than the main roster in so many ways, man. I don't like Humble. I don't like how overly scripted their promos are. It's I literally, you just want to ram your dome piece into a brick wall. It's overly scripted. It's hokey is probably a better word for BC than corny, but there's a lot of it that can be hokey for sure. But the audience sometimes, even without Cody Rhodes, I mean, you can see 725. You can see about 725, 750,000. So my point is, I mean, they're up there with an AEW audience on a lot of weeks. So I guess some wrestling fans don't mind the hokey shit. In this chat, are you guys, like, if they're on the same night and you can only watch one, what do you guys prefer, AEW or NXT? Just put down 3 letters. I'm just trying to gauge what, I mean, if it's one night, you can only watch one. Your remote control doesn't have a last channel. You can't get up and change the channel. For 2 hours, you can only watch one show, NXT or AEW. Yeah, Humble, for sure. I can't stand so many of those promos. And then they have 116 angles, right? They're trying to make it like it's a movie, like a big production. You're losing the rawness of it. I'm not saying it has to be Monday Night Raw. I'm saying, because even Raw is overly scripted at times. But man, you're losing like what makes wrestling fun. You're overly scripting it. You have 110 camera angles. You have so many cut scenes. They spent 25 minutes editing a 3-minute promo. Stop. That's what pisses me off about NXT. Man, a lot of you guys are choosing NXT. Okay. NXT. 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 Has anybody ever caught AEW? Or is it just, man, have they just lost you guys? Yeah, I hear you. It's kind of sad, man. It really is. You know, you don't know what it is sometimes, but you just kind of lose the core, and then they have to work extra hard to get them back. James, that's funny, bro. It's hard, man. It's hard with the social media, and everything is like blurred. You know, you can have a feud, and then the next thing you know, they're eating steak dinner together, and somebody posted on the social. So you just saw them in the ring, and then you're getting everybody's story, right? The second the pay-per-view is done, you're hearing everybody's behind-the-scenes story. All the wrestlers are posting. There's nothing left to really, like, wonder about. You know, there's no mystique. There's nothing to, like, really look forward to the answers that you have for those burning questions with feuds or storylines. Everything is pretty much just like, oh, there's the match. Now everybody's so quick to look at the real life shit now, right? Oh, let's see the behind the scenes of what happened in the match. Who was the producer? How was it choreographed? Oh, okay. So Natty took 25%. Oh, TJ helped in this area. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. They ate at Cracker Barrel the next morning. I'm glad, because there was a little bit of a botch there. Natty hit Chelsea during their feud, but luckily Chelsea forgave her because they're at Cracker Barrel eating the buffet. You know, like, that's all we're doing now, and you can't really get behind these feuds. Yeah, MJF is one of a kind. MJF's definitely one of a kind. Him and Rush went at it this week, man. It was a badass fucking ass whoop. Okay, oh shit, hold on. We are way over an hour. Let me go over to my supers, man. Let me go over to my super chats, man. I gotta make sure I give you guys a shout out before we take off on the stream. Let me get that list up. JR9 Gaming. 10 spot, couple of coffees. What up, BC in the unit? At Smackdown and was at the kickoff. The atmosphere is incredible, especially for Drew and Cody. The Cody chants during his segment on SmackDown were insane. Even Baron Corbin got massive chants. All right, that's why Corbin's in Scotland. Evidently, they like Baron Corbin. JR9, I'm not gonna tune into the first hour at all, I don't believe. The second hour looked like it was a lot better, especially with Cody and AJ. So it sounded like that promo was really good when we went over the spoilers. So now I'm gonna have to listen to the reaction. JR9, I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear this later, or you're gonna watch this back, listen to this back. But let me know if Cody was crowd surfing. I thought I saw a photo of Cody Rhodes crowd surfing with the Scotland fans in Glasgow. JR9 with a 2 spot says Punk is also in Scotland, so Drew is probably getting screwed. So JR9 is also confirming Punk is in Scotland. JR9, the odds are saying Drew is winning the title. So that's what Vegas is going with. But the obvious is obviously Drew would get screwed, but maybe Punk waits until after Drew picks up the title. JR9, appreciate it, dude. I got my right-hand man there. I got several other subscribers there live in Glasgow. So tomorrow when we are live, you guys are going to be, you're going to be in the know. Let's just put it that way. Think Different with a 1 spot. Thank you, Think Different. Colin with a 5 spot coffee. What is Finn Balor going to do with the key card? LOL. Colin, I didn't even see that live, and I did my review and I never mentioned it. I found out afterwards. Finn Balor, guys, took the card. What if Finn Balor has something going on with Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio gets screwed out of this? So it looks like Dominic is like doing this thing with Liv. Dominic truly does want nothing to do with her, but they're setting him up, and it's Liv and Finn Balor, man. Finn Balor, his brother. And Balor. Balor and Balor. What if he's got a twin brother who got to her before Finn Balor? Oh, shit, the drama. Another coffee, BC. What if Finn Balor, why do I keep saying Balor, bro? Does he have a brother? Finn Balor? Why does Finn Balor, why does he have the key card? Did he use the key card? He looks shocked. He looked absolutely shocked when that key card was on the table. I don't know, bruh. I don't know. But keep an eye on that key card. Finn Balor. Ron C23, I got to you, bro. Oh, no. That was your membership chat. Ron C with a 5-spot coffee says, BC, sometimes I don't know where WWE is going with these shows. I hope Triple H figures it out, but I will keep watching. Woo! Charlie Flair is coming back soon, Ron C23. Yeah, I never know, Ron C23. Sometimes we get these shows where the first hour, you're like, what did Paul Levesque McMahon even wake up to go to the arena to fill out this card? And then by the second hour, you're like, oh, here we go. Now it's getting better. Ron C23, appreciate you, brother. Hopefully you guys are able to stop by, say what's up tomorrow during the event. I will be live doing the review, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I think I got that one too. I think I got all of the super chats. Memberships, I tried to get them as they came in. Membership chats. Hopefully I did, because I don't get that list until way later afterwards. So for all new channel members like Chon Cena, welcome. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for the coffees on the supers. We're going to do this again tomorrow big time. It is Clash at the Castle. I'm going to let you guys go rock out the rest of your Fridays. If you catch SmackDown, at least you now know what's in store. Those were the spoilers. Thank you guys, man. Much love and respect. Thank you, James. I appreciate that, dude. Check you guys tomorrow, man. Salute. Salute.